Final toy that I'm able to actually get hold of from my collection without braving the altitude shift if I go into the loft. This is the famous Century 21 S.W.O.R.D toy. This was the guest star of the Project S.W.O.R.D range, featured in its own feature film, and I suppose it is the celebrity of Project S.W.O.R.D. It doesn't mention Project S.W.O.R.D on the badge, on the box, but it is illustrated and listed in the official Project S.W.O.R.D manual, which came with every toy. When you look at the special features, just lift the camera up, it doesn't actually mention a badge. I'm going to hold the camera for this bit because this box is so big it's taking up the entire desk. I'm just going to move around the box to see whether there is mention of a badge. There it says S.W.O.R.D, copyright 1967, Derek Meddon's design. Beautiful, beautiful toy when it's constructed. To assemble. This toy's actually been very, very ably described by fellow collector Modmart on YouTube, so I highly recommend his own video, which he made about, probably about 5 years ago now. But interestingly, Modmart points out in his own video that he doesn't have the correct badge. So if anything, we can rectify that today without going on too much about the toy itself then. Okay, here's the toy. So there's no mention of the badge on the box, which makes identification of the badge, or authentication, difficult really. I wonder if it's mentioned in the official manual. That would be interesting to know. Let's have a look at an official manual. Here's one. The S.W.O.R.D is at the back. Why not add the fabulous S.W.O.R.D to your Project S.W.O.R.D collection? This is the fantastic craft as featured in the full-length colour film Thunderbird Targo. More of an advert really than an inclusion of it as Project S.W.O.R.D, to be fair. Now I've read that. So it doesn't mention the badge in the official manual. Well, collectors do know that the badge that goes with S.W.O.R.D is white. Here it is, and it is the rank of Supremo. The highest Project S.W.O.R.D rank. There is only one Supremo badge. That's the one that came with Project S.W.O.R.D with the S.W.O.R.D. This looks like it's an original bit of tissue again, a bit foxed, a bit browned. There's the Supremo badge. That's what should be with the S.W.O.R.D. Again, it's a standard shape for Project S.W.O.R.D, pin on the back, arrowhead with a little sort of panel at the bottom with the rank on it. The Supremo badge. My own theory is that the ranks went up with price. The more you paid, the higher rank you got. If that theory is correct, then the S.W.O.R.D was more expensive than any of the other Project S.W.O.R.D toys back in 1967. Okay, Moonbasers, there are a few more Project S.W.O.R.D toys which I've not actually got access to. I will have to climb the loft ladder and brave Shelob, the giant spider up there. I think what I'm talking about is probably the Apollo Saturn rocket, Cape Kennedy set, and maybe a couple of others, but I'll add those on as a supplementary film later on this week, hopefully. Okay, so this part of my badge identification and authentication project is concluded. I hope you've enjoyed it. Over and out.